What did Jamel Hill do? Why is she trending? That's pretty funny. I don't know why people hate Jamel Hill so much, man. That's pretty funny. Ah, shit. Oh, boy. Self awareness, man. Clay is not getting traded. There's no way. There's no way he's getting traded. I would and trade for Pascal Siakam. I wouldn't do that. I would not do that. But you know what I think is going to happen with you know what I think is going to happen with Pascal Siakam? I think so. They were asking for like crazy offers for him, and I think this is his contract year. So teams are just going to be like, nah, you know, and not trade for him. And he's just going to go for some mid offer. You know what I'm saying? So like a smart GM just knows this. You know what I'm saying? So why are you going to spend an arm and a leg for him? You know what I'm saying? Shit makes no sense. It makes absolutely no sense. Like, why pay for it? That's why when people were like, "Oh, you should just give whatever for Siakam and OG," and I'm like, "Nah, bro. Like, have the market decide, man. These dudes are not. These dudes are not perennial all stars, second, first team All NBA guys. Like, why give away that kind of package for them? You know what I'm saying? And then your team is not going to improve by that much anyway. Like, right? So it's like, why are you going to give away that kind of package for him? Like, damn shit makes no sense. It makes absolutely no sense. You know, I wouldn't just trade whatever for either one of them. Like, bro, did we realize that Toronto missed the playoffs? You know what I'm saying? Like, they missed the playoffs. Like, why would I give away anything significant for people who missed the playoffs? Hell fucking no. I saw that I saw that this morning. I just laughed to myself. I was like, you know, so Siakam is what now? Let me see here. I think he's in the last year of his contract. I'm pretty sure. Yep, last year of his contract. Right? So last year of his contract at $37 million. So in 19, when they won the title, he signed a 4 year 136. So he made 30, 33, 35, and now he's set to make 37. 4 year 136. That doesn't sound too crazy to me, especially now. 5 years, $200 million. Yeah, that sounds plausible. I mean, based on where the market is going now, yo, he has to trade him. Like, there's no way he doesn't trade him. But here's a problem now. He is on an expiring contract, right? So two things need to happen. Expiring contract and and the team that's trading for him has to get a commitment for him. You know what I'm saying? So it's very similar to like the Kyrie thing now. You know what I'm saying? But the flip side is that a team that's going to trade for him has his bird rights. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, they can probably offer him more than any team would. But I mean, sure. But that's an interesting one. And the OG thing, I mean, that's kind of like the same thing too. You know, bro, like end of the day, like the shit comes down to money. Like, so OG, same situation, right? Like OG is in the last year of his contract. He does have a player option the following season, but he's gonna rip that up. That's $19 million. Like he can go, bro. Like he can go to any team and get 35, $40 million, even though he's never made an All-Star team. You know what I'm saying? So he's looking for a larger role. All of these guys are looking for a larger role. Like, you know, Siakam, I don't think he's going to have a bigger role than he has now. Like, he was pretty much the man in Toronto. OG is definitely looking for a bigger role. So these are the complexities when you're trading for these guys. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's why my stance from day one is like, what we're going through with Jonathan Kuminga right now, these are growing pains. I promise you it's growing pains. His contract is controlled at this point, right? Like, I don't like how they were yo-yoing the dude left and right, left and right. You know what I'm saying? Like that didn't need to happen. You know, so now and I understand why they didn't. I personally would have traded for him because I'm like, fuck it, like who cares, right? But there's multiple things that you need to consider. Like you had to consider the fact that the new CBA, right? No stake. Nobody's getting traded. The team is going to be is what it is. You know what I'm saying? I more so wanted to discuss the interview because I haven't watched the interview yet. I'll probably watch it later, but I know a lot of you have. It's like an hour and a half. I don't know how I'm going to squeeze in an hour and a half, but and I kind of want to watch the whole thing to have some opinions about it. But we can still talk about it. But here's the thing, though. I heard that he said something about the criticism from Twitter. That's what I heard. Like, that made me perk up, right? Like, he talked about criticism from Twitter about him being out of shape, right? Like, did anyone hear that portion of it? If so, please come up and speak about it or send me a clip so I can watch it or find a timestamp. Oh, they love you when you're up. Nah, bro. You show up to camp out of shape, dog. Like, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. It's actually not like that. Klay gets a lot of love. You know what I'm saying? He gets a lot of love at the expense of a lot of people, too. Cut the fuckery. For years, I used to watch, like, teams take away Steph, and Klay would just eat. You know what I'm saying? Like, and then it got turned into, oh, this, that, and the other. Klay Thompson saved Steph Curry. Klay Thompson has never fucking saved Steph. He did his goddamn job. Like, come on, dog. This man is insane, dog. Insane. Absolutely insane. But he did say something interesting because I did see one of the clips and he was talking about he should have never did the Booker thing, and he should act like an elder statesman. Yeah, you should, you know? Yeah, bro. Like, but here's the thing though. I also understand where he's coming from. Like, I can also side with him. Like I'm not gonna be that rigid and say, oh, this and that, right? But the thing about him is that, when you think about Klay and what he went through, that is a lot to overcome, right? So somebody coming back and being insecure and, about because he probably went through a lot of dark moments, you know what I'm saying? And the fact that he got back up off the mat and won us a title, that is to be celebrated, right? Like that is to be celebrated. But bro, like we're trying to win another one. We weren't supposed to win that one in 22. You know what I'm saying? Like let's get fucking greedy, bro. Like we have to get greedy. You know what I'm saying? And and we want to win like bro, like we should be at 5 right now because the shit that happened last season, it should have never happened. We should have walked into another fucking title. You know? And it was a combination of the players and the front office. I'm going to probably put it more on the front office more than anything else because, you know, their approach last season, it was stupid. You know? Combination, Drake. It was a stupid approach. So, I mean, it is what it is. Um, Nobody came locked in, bro. You know, like the guys that were on the court last season, those are the guys that you should have supported. Not trying to give young guys playing time and prioritizing them and doing like, nah, bro. Like, if Steph Curry gets hurt, Klay Thompson gets hurt, Draymond Green is done. Chase Center is fucking empty. It's absolutely empty. None of those young guys have proved themselves yet. You know what I'm saying? Let those guys earn it and outplay somebody and take somebody's spot. That's how this shit works. You know what I'm saying? You don't do that by just handing people shit. And, you know, that's kind of what happened with Jordan Poole. Jordan Poole, yeah, he worked his ass off, but he got paid and he had an expectation that he was going to get a larger role, bro. Like, nah, he was never going to get a larger role. You know, I saw what Klay Thompson said about Jordan too. Like, that man was not giving up his spot for Jordan. You know what I'm saying? Don't blame him. You know what I'm saying? Like, but end of the day, that's what you want. You want people to compete. You want somebody to push somebody else. You have to be innovative. You have to think. You know what I'm saying? So, Clay Nation, you're 100% right. I like Clay Nation because Clay Nation is actually objective. You know what I'm saying? He's a Clay fan or whatever. By the way, Clay Nation runs a very successful page on Instagram. You know what I'm saying? I love his content on there. Uh, now, now with that, with Clay, the not searching for credit anymore, 100%, dog. Like, that is exactly what I want to see, bro. Like, that is 100% what I want to see. You know, like, stay locked in, bro. Like, if you win championships, the credit will come. You know what I'm saying? If you win championships, I don't care what the fuck they pay you. You know what I'm saying? They could pay you whatever they pay you. I don't care. You know, like, but when you don't win and they're paying you all this, nah, bro, like, the expectations is championship. There is no other team out there right now that is like, that's kind of running away with the league. The shit is right there it's right there to take. Miami made the finals, you know? Miami was in the finals, and I'm watching them have fucking Jokic in the drop coverage, right? And Jimmy Butler's just missing shots. What the fuck do you think would have happened if that was Steph and Clay? You think Jokic could just sag off like that, bro? No, nah, man, it wouldn't happen. You know what I'm saying? It would not happen. And the way that the Nuggets are playing and all of that, we are built to guard that shit. You know what I'm saying? So that's the unfortunate part about it, man. I mean, like, but we just need to get guys in there and have guys understanding, bro. Like, this shit was every day I get on here and I start talking about it, I piss my own self off because it's like, you know, I start to think about the championship and how it was just squandered away. You know what I'm saying, bro? It was absolutely squandered away. There's no two ways around it. You know, so, I mean, you do what to yourself? Ah, stop it, bro. I get myself mad. CJ, stop it, bro. Yeah, so every day I think about that fucking title, bro. Like the teams came back in a weird way weaker, bro. Like the damn Lakers were dog shit and they made the conference finals. What does that tell you? All they did was just trade away Russ and got some spare parts. Next thing you know, they're in the um they're in the West Finals at our fucking expense. Yo, that should have never happened. You know what I'm saying? Come on, bro. Come on, man. Like, but I'm glad that Clay has an approach though, because you know um, that was getting under my skin. His whole approach last year, bro. Like, since he's just gotten back, and I give him a certain amount of grace, bro. But you know, um, but I will say this though: out of anyone in sports, you know, I'm speaking on Clay. Like, out of anyone in sports, and football, whatever, Klay Thompson's interviews are always a good listen. You know what I'm saying? They're always a good listen. He always gives great interviews. I love listening to his interviews because when you hear him talk, you can tell that he's speaking from a real sincere place. You know what I'm saying? Like it's always sincere, and you can feel like you know it's not like no bullshit. You know what I'm saying? Like he's real sincere. Every one of his interviews, you can tell like he's telling you exactly how he feels, and it's not like a thing where he's on like a script or something. Draymond, on the other hand, Draymond, you can feel like some of the phony shit. You know what I'm saying? There's some phony shit in there with Draymond, but Clay, on the other hand, Clay, you can tell like he's just shooting straight from the hip. You know what I'm saying? So, so that's why I like his interviews. But I just haven't had any time to actually listen to the whole thing. I just saw the clips or whatever. But but Clay, we love you. But never come back in out of shape again. He's had years where he's just shot bad, but this one he just wasn't in shape. You know what I'm saying? And like we saw how the preseason went, and that's when like when the damn preseason shit started, and I saw that I was like, that's not a great sign. Shadow came in. Shadow was like, "Yep, Clay's not gonna be Clay," and I was like, "Get the fuck out of here, dog." So that's the part of it, man. I mean, you know, I like Clay though. Like Clay, I love Clay actually because when that man in 2016, that game six, that was probably one of the greatest sports memories of my life. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't think there's anything close to that. Game six, Clay. He needs to let that go. He needs to let that go. Just play basketball, bro. Just let that go. This brings back memories. You know what I'm saying? This brings back memories. This is when like the timeline is just fire, bro. Like last night, we were talking about Twitter and all of that. Twitter has taken a massive, massive. It, it just got bozos. You know what I'm saying? Like people trying to back you up for bullshit. Like these dudes came and blocked it, man.
Here's Thompson, got the step, scores. Beautifully done. And Billy Donovan wants the call. Now Ibaka defending on Thompson.
Look at that, bro.
Nice move. He's able to protect it.
To have been his third.
But Durant, his first. A three-pointer. But Klay Thompson is mumbling. Probably saying, finally.
Have that rhythm, the ball handling, the shooting.
Look at these shots. Look how like he's just patient with it. You know what I'm saying? Like
Another three.
in that Lakers series, he just looked frantic as fuck. Like
Met by Durant, and he pulls it back.
good shot. See, great shot. That shit he was doing in the Lakers series, he was just forcing.
From beyond that three-point line, here's Thompson has been on.
Great shot.
Hits again.
They gave him a little bit of room, he pulls.
When the ball slows down.
Look at that. Great shot. Set play, split action.
Klay Thompson has given the Warriors a 1-point lead. 8-point lead for the Thunder. Here's Thompson who just checked back in and knocks down.
That's a crazy shot.
Iguodala.
There's no room there. He just took that shit. Pin down. That's a crazy shot too. Hand in his face. Just hitting shots.
Thompson with his 8th three-pointer.
His catch and release. Are you kidding me?
That's Kevin Durant, bro. 7'5" wingspan. Now this shot is stupid. Look at that.
And shooting. What a shot by Klay Thompson. The Thunder so good at keeping it alive. And Westbrook, he lost it. It'll be Golden State ball. And he is now defending Curry.
Damn, nobody wanted to come up today, huh?
Off the drive.
It's like in spaces when I'm up there talking forever. Like a whole monologue.
A long three for
When he took that shot, I was like, no, 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 no.
his 10th three-pointer of the night. His third and
What's going on,
Cool.
Sam?
to the line.
Don't let the pretty shot fool you. That's hard.
What's good?
2012. Westbrook
Change the topic, Sam. Go ahead. Please.
Change the topic.
I know
Do
you
you
got
want me
something
to?
to add, so go ahead.
Shit. Let me see. I have to go on Twitter first.
What's going on, Trini?
Now 10 for 31.
Shit, about to go for this run.
Timeout taken by Oklahoma City.
How many miles you're about to do?
Throw in. Can't find anybody.
About 3.5 to 4.
Damn,
Just
bro.
depends on how far.
Just runs it out.
Are you
Yeah, I do
training
every
for
day,
something
bro.
or you just running?
OKC, who didn't trust each other.
Well, I'm trying to get back in shape. I'm trying to
Yeah.
get back to what I was in the military stuff.
The percentages that he shot.
Plus, too, eating that ain't working, bro. Like, I put
Yo.
on they crazy
Irvine,
quick.
Thompson.
how'd you feel about that Baltimore Orioles announcer getting suspended?
That was ridiculous, bro. Like,
Yeah, that was crazy.
Chris also Eastern.
that was ridiculous,
Warriors
man.
bouncing back from the 2 straight blowouts.
I
I
don't know.
was like 5 times to see like what he actually said, and I'm like,
Yeah.
was there another clip or you know?
No, it was just that clip.
That's crazy to me, bro.
I'm just so proud of everybody, man. We were down.
That is
almost the whole
crazy
game,
to
man.
me.
We never gave up, and just our resiliency paid off in the end. Steph, what was the key to winning those last 6 minutes when you guys were down?
That's crazy to me. Like I don't understand what happened with that announcer. Like I was there looking at it, and I'm like, you know,
It's nuts.
Snake, where were you in that? Were you on the timeline yet?
She's 19, so she's probably young. I don't know.
Who's 19?
Snake. I wasn't on timeline either, bro. I didn't have Twitter. I didn't have Twitter since like 2017, 20 years.
I was on a different side of Twitter back then.
Bro, Twitter back
I
then
had
used
an
to
older
be
account
out
back
of
then.
pocket, bro.
Yeah,
I
it
saw you
used to be
quote that
crazy. You just say
what?
anything on the timeline.
Yeah, Idris Elba quote,
Yeah,
Herbal. Bro, that shit was crazy. Yeah, bro, oh my God, I was saying crazy shit back then. Like, it got so bad that my football team told me to start deleting tweets because I was saying crazy shit.
you played football,
I
Sam?
bet so.
Yeah, I played football at
He's
high
crazy.
school.
What position did you play?
D tackle.
You seem like
A
a D
no-
tackle.
yeah, a nose tackle. I played it.
How tall are you?
6'1".
6'1", and you're probably like what, 200 and something pounds?
Yeah,
Ah, shit. I didn't know Sam was a football dude.
yeah. I used to play football. Then I I quit that shit because I got in trouble with my mom.
What'd you
Okay.
do?
So you know the dab cards.
Yeah.
I had a seizure, and it was at a football banquet, and I had a seizure right in front of everybody. I got like rushed to the hospital.
Oh, really?
Yeah, because that shit was,
Oh,
yeah, it was laced with something. Because you know back then, people used to go in the bathroom and do that shit.
yeah.
Yeah. So and that shit was laced with something, and my mom told me to quit right after because they said it was a bad influence.
Oh, shit. I'm sorry,
Yeah.
man.
I mean, I was happy because I did not want to play football in college
Yeah.
because that shit's fucking. Cause you gotta wake up at 6 a.m. to do that shit.
Did you get offers and all of that shit?
No, that was my junior year.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so I don't put my senior year. Senior year they were bad, so thank God.
That's crazy, bro. So you're like, you're fully recovered from the seizure and all of that?
Yeah, it was. Yeah, it was fine.
Yo, yo, so when you're a college athlete, bro, like I mean, it's no different from like my schedule now. You know what I'm saying? I get up at like 5:30, get up, go for a run or do some cardio, hop on the playback real quick, and then after do like playback or spaces or whatever, I start to work. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And or I do spaces or playback, or I head into the office real quick for a few hours, and then I bounce.
You doing insurance, something like that?
Yeah, yeah, yeah. So that I do, and then I just meet some people, whatever. Then I go to the gym in the evening. Again, I get a little
You,
lift in, and then
you go to the
hop
gym
on.
every day?
Yeah, yeah. So in the morning, I do cardio, right? I do
Uh,
some cardio on an empty stomach, and then at night, I just lift. You know what I'm saying? So tonight, I'm
yeah,
doing legs. You know what I'm saying?
yeah,
So 2 days. So my thing is like, I rather do the cardio in the morning. You know, I think it's
yeah.
better when you do cardio in the morning,
Yeah,
and then I don't have to do it after my workout, bro. Like when you do legs and you have to do fucking cardio after,
bro,
this
that's
shit is
crazy.
like, yeah, man, like it's no fun. So I just do it up front, just get it out the way,
Do you
and
get like, do you get like rest days?
yeah. So my rest days is on like a Thursday or a Friday, Thursday,
Uh,
Thursday or Friday. So it's like 2 days I rest. You know,
really?
yeah,
It's apparently like I saw a tweet like it was a couple days ago that you're like supposed to rest for three. You're only supposed to work out 4 days a week, something like that.
yeah.
Yeah,
I mean, it just all depends. But I mean, even on your rest days, like you still got to be active. You know what I'm saying? Like you still got to
yeah.
move around and, so on rest days, I'll go for a walk or I'll do cardio or some
Yeah.
shit.
So I just saw
Little bit.
this tweet.
Yeah.
Who the best odds to win the Western Conference? Nuggets, Suns, Warriors, Clippers, and Lakers. In that order.
Why do people have the Clippers in there, bro? Like they love the Clippers, man.
Yeah.
No, I'm
Right.
serious. Like
Yeah, because they're never healthy.
Kawhi's not going to be healthy. Like I hope people know that. You know what I'm saying? Like, and they're not going to say anything. Watch what happens when he starts the year off,
Yeah.
and he's just not there. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
it's going to be interesting. So I don't know why people are always putting the Clippers in there, bro. Like they're done at this point.
Bro, I
You
think
know?
this is their last year and they're building it up next season.
So you saw what Bomber did, bro. Like he was shopping Paul George. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah. Because it's crazy. Like how can you not They went to the Western Conference once.
I don't know what people like about the Clippers. Like that
Yeah,
team one is not so in 2019, right? Kawhi Leonard got traded into the perfect storm. That
yeah,
Toronto team was a 60-win team, you know what I'm saying? And he went on that team and he was able to miss like damn near 30 games, right? Resting and shit. He goes into the playoffs absolutely fresh. And then they get lucky and they go on a good run and they win the title. You know what I'm saying? They
yeah.
got lucky. They weren't supposed to win that fucking title, right?
No,
Like
they were supposed to
y'all
be
know
beat the
that.
Sixers, bro.
Yeah, bro. Like they had that shot going against the Sixers, and then they had two of our guys, like a bunch of our guys, getting hurt. They weren't supposed
Yeah,
to win that title, so they won the title. Kawhi got to write his own check, and then he goes to the Clippers to kind of like a weak team, right? Or like a weaker team than the
yeah,
Raptors were. And it didn't work out so well because now he had to do more, you know what I'm saying? And
yeah,
if his workload wasn't there, like of, of course he's going to get hurt. Toronto was able to like load manage him, do this, do that, do all that nonsense. And the funny part about it though is that he did all of that and he was still hopping around in the finals. You know what I'm saying? Like
yeah,
bro, like that's just him, bro. Like he's just always going to be hurt. You know what I'm saying?
yeah.
So I don't know what people like about them. Like one thing I know about our guys, bro, like they're just always there. You know what I'm saying? Like
Yeah. Yeah, I like the Warriors' chances, bro. I think I think we can become better than Nuggets this season because they don't have Bruce Brown. Yeah,
not.
so that was
I think the Nuggets are just going to be good regardless. Here's the thing about them
yeah,
is that they have that championship swag now. You know what I'm saying?
hmm
It's a hell of a thing when you climb that you get over the top. You know what I'm saying? And they're definitely over the top now. They're definitely over the
yeah,
top. So it's it's something to watch. You know what I'm saying? Like it's definitely something to watch. So they did lose some people, but you know, guys get better, man. I mean, like that playoff that Murray just had, like it was absolutely sensational. So
yeah,
they won the title because of his amazing play. So you have to watch for Murray. You have to see where he goes. Like there's a lot of competition out there, you know.
yeah.
And then Jokic makes his guys better. So I mean,
hmm
it is going to be what it is. I mean, I don't think it's going to be a cakewalk for us, but I'm counting on Kaminga getting better, Moody getting better. You know, I'm like I do like the Saric thing, you know,
hmm
but I think a lot of those guys that we didn't get in free agency or whatever.
Because we had no money.
Well, it's not even that because like
Uh,
so for instance, like the Torrey Craig thing. I know people wanted Torrey Craig, but when you get a guy like that, it's not about the money. They're gonna look at the situation and they're gonna be like, how can I get a larger role on that team so I can sign a bigger contract?
Facts.
That's what it's about. You know what I'm saying? Like, and if a guy like him is looking on the team and saying, I am not sure where my role is, maybe we need to look into the team and say, maybe that's a good thing. Maybe we do have luxuries that we don't realize that we have. You know what I'm saying?
yeah,
Because because I think Kaminga is a starter on another team. You know what I'm saying? Like he's definitely a starter on another team. And he's coming off the bench. Maybe that's a luxury. Who knows? You know, but I think people are just looking at the fact that, oh, he was benched in the playoffs. He was benched in the playoffs because you had GP2, Dante, fucking Jordan Poole off the bench. That's three guys off the bench. That's an 8-man rotation right there. So, you know, they weren't going to run like a 9-man rotation. Did Anthony Lamb get picked up by somebody?
no. He's ass.
Yeah,
Bruh.
so they
That
didn't
boy about to get out the
extend
league.
they didn't extend a qualifying offer to him.
What about
Good.
JMG?
Nah, he's not probably not on the team too.
Nah, he wasn't picked up.
Bro, I
Yeah,
need
bro.
Iggy to retire, bro.
It's crazy seeing how just one season playing with us, how much Ty Jerome got. That's crazy to me.
How much money did Ty Jerome get?
I think he get like 500,000 more. I think.
I think
Something
it's like
like
three mil, dude. 3 to 5. Somewhere there.
bro, because I didn't know Ty Jerome was going to leave, bro. I thought he was going to stay.
Nah, he wasn't gonna stay. Let me see what he got. I know he got something. He went to Cleveland, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
He went on a two-way deal.
2 years, 5 million is crazy.
Oh, a 2-year, 5 million. Okay, like that's about
You
vet
got
minimum, no?
you got to remember he wasn't even playing in the NBA. He just from playing with us 2-way contract.
Yeah,
Bro got 5 mil.
that's actually not a bad contract. I mean,
It's not.
yeah, for him, I mean, 2-year, 5 million. Cleveland probably paid him because GMs are probably lazy, bro. Like they
Yeah.
probably paid him because he did play well against them in Cleveland, you know?
Yeah.
Oh, that's hilarious. That is too funny. Yeah, but bro, I think we just got better, bro. Um, how much do you think Pods is going to play this year? I don't think Pods is going to play at all. Yeah. Um, Jackson Davis, that's going to be interesting too. I
Yeah.
want to see if he can crack the rotation. You know what I'm saying? Like, if he can crack the rotation, he's definitely good.
Yeah. That. You saw the Clay interview, right?
No, I didn't watch the entire thing yet.
Yeah, I didn't watch, but apparently he said he was hungry for the next season, so that means he's going to take a lot of shots.
I hope
What's
not.
up, homie?
What's
What's
good?
going on, man?
You got it. What y'all rapping about?
Now we just
Uh,
here talking about. Well, at first we were talking about like the Siakam thing that you posted in the group chat earlier,
Yeah,
in the playback group chat,
yeah.
and we started to talk about the Clay interview. You know,
wait, so you think Siakam going to get traded?
they have to trade him. It's either they pay him or he walks. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't think
So
they have much of a choice.
should we trade Clay for Siakam? Would you do that?
Clay for Siakam. No, I'm not doing that.
I'm not doing it because
Yeah,
we lose a lot of shooting.
Clay for
Yeah.
Siakam. I'm not doing that.
Yeah.
Like that's yeah.
The
Like
fucking move was cool for fucking one of them
OG.
guys, and they fucking laughed us off the gym.
yeah. Um, bro. So GMs are recognizing that the market inefficiency is the small guard. You know what I'm saying? I think that I think the Tyler Heroes, the Tyrese Maxeys, guys like that, I think that's where the inefficiency is in the league. You know what I'm saying? Because a lot of teams like you got to keep the shit balanced, bro. Like you got to keep your roster balanced. And if you go way too much into shooting, then you're overpaying one of these guards. You know what I'm saying? And you just can't do that because Jordan Poole got overpaid. Like let's let's not get it twisted. He got overpaid, and we just couldn't do that. You know.
Uh-huh.
So they had to trade him away, and everyone in the league knew that they had to trade him away. That's why they shouldn't have paid him because their thing is like, and I've seen this happen before, where a team is like, all right, we're gonna pay our guy, so and then we just like if we need to trade him, we just trade him later, and then when you try to trade him away, then you don't get any offers for him. I want people to understand this. Like the offer that they got for Jordan Poole, it was literally the best play. Like they weren't gonna get anything back for him because people don't think he's that good. You know what I'm saying? So it's not like they don't view him like his fans view him like he's like the next Steph Curry. Nobody else in the league views him like that because he's good or whatever, but no one views him like, oh, he's like this player and he's like that. They don't view him like that. I promise you. So I think a lot of people got fooled like when he went up to Toronto that one time and he had 40 something. Teams aren't fooled by that. They're not. Right? So if you're not in like the most ideal player is like that 6'8" guy that who can play make and defend, you know what I'm saying, and score. Like that's like the ideal player in the league, right? So now it's funny because you don't even have like a lot of those guys. Like probably like the best player that fits that mold right now is probably Jason Tatum. 6'8", 6'9", whatever, can dribble, pass, shoot, defend. You know what I'm saying? Like Jason Tatum is probably the best one out of all of those guys right now. Like if you really think about it, that's like the ideal guy that you would want. You know what I'm saying? So when you see fucking Jalen Brown get that kind of money, they didn't have a choice. They had no choice whatsoever but to give it to him because he's one of the best guys in the league at that. You know what I'm saying? Like take away LeBron, take away KD. Those guys are I'm what they are. You know what I'm saying? They're on their last leg basically. So, but after that, like the young guys, Tatum, Brown, that's why when people were complaining about Wiggins, I was like, what the hell are y'all complaining about? Like, who else can you get? You know what I'm saying? And then Wiggins ended up being a sensation, right? But like outside of that, bro, like you're not getting those guys. That's like the ideal guy. And then you have like the Giannis's, the Jokic, and the Embiids. You know what I'm saying? Like, but you see the limitation with those guys. Like, you need somebody that can like play make and defend and all of that. You need that versatility. That's ideally what you want. And if you have two of those guys on your team, I think you're set. You know what I'm saying? I don't think people are seeing the forest from the trees here. Like, we got Draymond Green, right? Andrew Wiggins, Jonathan Kuminga. And I'm not even talking about Klay Thompson yet, right? Like there's plenty of versatility that we have on the team right now. Kuminga, Klay, Wiggins, Draymond Green. That's four guys that has a ton of versatility. And when you're looking at the league, you got to look at it relative to what's happening in the rest of the league. Like, I'm not up like I'm not trading stuff away for guys. Like if you're trading for a guy, that has to be like a top 10 player, bro. If any trade is being made. So when Mike D was in the summer and we came on and we were telling y'all like, you know how we get the information, bro? It's not even from like the front office. It's when the front office makes a call. You know what I'm saying? That's how we get information because, like when they make a call and you have to call agents and this and that and all of this stuff, like that's how the information gets out there. When it hits the agent and it hits the other front office or whatever, and then it hits the player and people become aware, like people start to talk, right? And if you're in the loop, like you'll definitely know. Clay's not getting traded. He's not getting traded. So they tried to get Klay to sign an extension, and Klay is like, there are people that I am better than in the league that's getting way more money than that. So he's like, I'm just going to just make a business decision. But this is what I know. The market is going to decide. The market is going to decide ultimately. The market will always decide. So fear not. Fear not. Nothing is happening with Klay. Klay's not getting traded. Nobody's getting traded, actually. I don't think anyone can get traded at this point. If anyone is going to get traded, it'll probably be mid-season. But you know the Warriors. The Warriors never make mid-season trades. Almost never. The only time I've seen them really make a mid-season trade is when they were bad and they traded away some people and they got some bird rights stuff and they got some exceptions and some second round picks or whatever. Oh yeah, Wiggins. Exactly. They were bad that year, so they made a trade. That's the only time I've seen them make a trade. And that Wiggins trade won them a title, by the way. That Wiggins trade won them a title. Let's be honest. People hated that trade, and it won them a title. Oh, my God. That's the one that I was so right on, bro. I was so right on that one. But I saw that coming from a mile away. Like, they traded for a 6'8" dude, versatile, and he ended up being the second best player. Like, wild. Absolutely wild. Absolutely wild. Come on, dog. That's the greatness of Steph Curry right there. That's what happens when you believe in Steph.
Someone says Wiggins trade.
He makes you look like a genius. Like, you know what made me even more confident about Wiggs and that trade? By the way, like, this is what it means to be like a fan and sticking with your team through thick and thin, is that I remember when Wiggins just got traded, and one of the first games that he played was in Phoenix. You know what I'm saying? And I saw him guarding Booker. And a few months prior to that, Booker went to, I think this game was in Chase, and the Phoenix Suns absolutely annihilated us, and Booker annihilated us. You know what I'm saying? And I was looking at the thing the whole time, and I was like, bro, like, we just need a guy that we're not going to compromise our defense for. You know what I'm saying? And when Wiggins got traded here, I remember going to that game. It's like the same game where I saw Steph making like a bunch of left-handed floaters. I have a video of it on the timeline somewhere. And Wiggins, I watched him at the end of the quarter. And we were pretty competitive in that game. And Wiggins was actually a big part of that because they put him on Booker. And
He got locked up.
he was locking up Booker, bro. Like, his athleticism was just way too much for Booker because Booker, like he was trying like the pump fake shit. And once you see a player pump fake, they're probably getting locked up. You know what I'm saying? And
Yeah.
he had him at the end of the quarter, and Booker usually gets a shot off. You know what I'm saying? Wiggins timed it. He pump faked. Wiggins didn't bite, and then he went up for a shot and he blocked it. You know what I'm saying? So I was like, yeah, that's when I knew that Wiggins was going to be good, because then I started to envision him next to Klay, next to Steph, and all of that, next to Draymond. And I was like, if he just gets down the concepts of the offense, he's straight. And the defensive concepts. And then you watched him work his ass off. And, like, that was one of the best trades, bro. Like, but you know what, though? People just don't want to admit it because they were like, oh, he's ass, he's this, he's that. Nah, bro, like, you have to, and now he's on like one of the best contracts in the league. You know what I'm saying? It's just funny how that works out. So 6'8" dude, long arms, versatile, super athletic, and we have him for like $25 million a year. Like, you know, so he ain't tripping, bro. It'll be fine. This starting
Yeah,
five is still the best starting five in the league. You know?
yeah, they were talking bad about not Brandon Ingram yesterday on the TL. You see that?
Yeah,
Yeah, that's crazy.
they were
It's
talking bad.
crazy. Yeah, he says that someone says Brandon Ingram's near damn near 30 and making no noise on team full of young stars.
Who like?
When he goes to
Do
the
you
league.
think? Do you think we could trade for Brandon Ingram?
Yeah,
Do you, we trade for Brandon Ingram and he would do what Wiggins does?
it'll be a better
No,
score.
I don't think so. No.
Not defense, but he'll be a better scorer than him, though.
Yeah, probably. But that's not we need. That's not what we need from that spot. I'm going to be dead honest with you. What happened with He had 30 last night.
Who, Brandon Ingram?
Yeah.
Nah, he just says that his damn near 30, like 30 years old.
Is that how old he is?
No,
He's
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 25.
he's
That's what I'm
25.
saying.
Oh, why are people making up shit then?
I
That's a
don't know.
that's a
That's what
that's
he
a
was
Celtics
doing.
fan saying that. So don't bother. Yeah.
There's not that much difference between Tatum and Ingram actually. You
You
know what
don't
I'm
think
saying?
so?
Everything is situational, bro. Like everything is situational.
Exactly.
No, bro, like you need Wiggins, man. I'm telling you, like he's so important. You see that role that they want him to play? Like you can't just like slot guys in there, bro. Like you just can't do that. Not everyone is gonna like do dirty work like that, bro. Like I'm just being realistic about what the league is, you know? Like it's just not
Rich-
it's not plausible. Like
Richard Jefferson says hope Donovan Mitchell doesn't end up with Damian Lillard.
say what now?
Richard Jefferson said he hopes Donovan Mitchell doesn't end up like Damian Lillard.
Mm, just win a title, that's all.
Yeah. But yeah, they can't do that for Cleveland, though. I think he wants to go to New
No,
York.
what you should do, I don't know why one second we want these guys to team up. The next second we want them to do what exactly? Like I don't understand it. What do you want these guys to do? How about Mitchell just stays in his spot, stay where he's at, and try to win a championship? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, he
Figure
needs to
out
switch to point
why.
guard.
Figure out like what happens. Figure out what happens when we go to the playoffs and let me answer this interview. You know, like figure out what happens when you go to the playoffs and why you're not successful, why you're being bounced in the first round. You know what I'm saying? There's some things that are happening. There's some things that are happening in the playoffs. You know, Dr. NBA Muse, do you want to come up and talk about the interview? I bet
Should
you
we
don't
watch?
want to come up. Of course you don't. How did I guess that you wouldn't want to come up and talk about it? I appreciate y'all though. Appreciate y'all nonetheless.
Dr. NBA, happy there, boss.
Dr. Dr. NDA locking up dudes in Montgomery. I don't advocate for violence. Oh, shut up.
Go hit him with the steel chair. Hey,
Yeah.
hey, Ergo.
Yeah.
Have you noticed that Walmart and the rest of these stores then put their folding chairs in the front?
Oh, that's funny, man. That is too funny.
Shit is, yeah, that shit, they crazy, bro. They got the black, the brown, and the tan. Say they got varieties. $13.98.
That is too funny. One pass. Shit, rally. What did they just charge me for? Yeah, bro. That shit was funny though, man. I mean,
There was a
in
lot
one
going
sense,
on,
bro,
man.
like in one sense, I fucking hate the internet for like stuff like that. And then when stuff like that happens and it gets captured from amateur video, like
Right.
love it. You know what I'm saying? It's like that's absolutely crazy.
And the different angles, and even before they start putting the Jim Ross
Yeah.
motherfucking music on and talk behind it, man, that shit, stone cold music behind it, man, that shit was goddamn just crazy because everybody was showing, like, I literally was going through the TL
Yeah.
seeing different goddamn angles that we had never seen before, and
Nah,
they
bro,
kept popping up on the feed.
that was nuts, bro. In one sense, I don't like to see the race war thing. Like it kind of makes me uncomfortable. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like I hate that kind of stuff. But you know, you
It's the
can't
world we
provoke.
it's the world we live in, brother.
Yeah, no, I feel that. But it's like at some point we gotta, you know, at some point I feel like people gotta evolve. You know what I'm saying? And cut out the stupid ass thinking. You know what I'm saying?
Right,
The like we're just not going anywhere like with that type of thinking, and you know,
right. And
and
real talk,
people just,
down
yeah, bro, like people just discriminating against each other and all of that shit, like it's archaic thinking, so we just need to move on, bro. Like,
right.
you know, um I don't know, like the differences in people are amazing, but at the same time, it's like shit, bro. Like at some point, we just need to move on, man. Like, you know, these racists, like they just need to get over the shit, bro. Like whatever you got in you, you know, find yourself
Just
and purge it out, bro. Like
right. Can move on.
move on, man. Like get the hate out your heart, you know.
And the crazy thing
Minorities,
about it is,
minorities will never take your spot. You know what I'm saying? Like it's one. It's funny because like in school, in college, all of this stuff, like we teach our kids to be, especially in this country, like we teach our kids to be competitive, and we talk about market economics and all of this stuff. You know what I'm saying? But when you got like a minority that has done something exceptional, you know what I'm saying? Then it's like a bunch of like fucking hate and this and that. You know what I'm saying? So it's like just operate better, you know?
right,
Just
right,
smarter, reverse engineer whatever, and innovate. And that's how like all of this insecure shit, bro. Like it's unbecoming, you know.
right.
CJ, you're back, brother.
Yeah,
Yeah, and you what's funny when like it's interesting when something like that happens, you know, and there's like a lot of celebrating and all of that, and I cringe. You know what I'm saying? Because I cringe when something like that happens because I know when something like that happens, some psycho is going to see that shit on TV and people are laughing about it and all of that, and then some poor innocent black person is going to get hurt as a result. You know what I'm saying? And the wild part is that we probably won't even hear about it. So
Right.
I hate when stuff goes viral like that and people are celebrating because I know what the ramifications are going to be, you know? That's the shitty part.
No doubt.
Yeah. But funny nonetheless. Folding chairs, bro. Like, that's wild. Dog.
That motherfucker was swinging that motherfucker.
Uh,
He was reloading that swing. He was reloading that motherfucker quick, like
fam.
whipping that sucker right back around and
Yo,
bah!
Jermaine. That's it. The funniest part to me is when the security threw his hat up in the air like it was Bobby Smurger. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Like, that shit had me weak, bro. I was like, damn. Is this for
say, did you see the other view that showed the motherfucker was getting his ass whooped, right?
Yeah.
Yeah,
White boy was getting his ass whooped. That motherfucker say, "Fuck this!" He would have jumped in the goddamn lake, boy.
That's
yeah.
kind of crazy, man.
He was 16 swimming, bro. That's crazy.
So hold up. Atlanta offered DeAndre Hunter, AJ Griffin, and draft compensation for
Bro, if they
Siakam.
accept that trade, I'm gonna be mad.
Why do I feel like he's about to get traded? Like, I feel like something is coming.
It is, bro. If they
Are
accept
you
that
offering
fucking
Kaminga,
trade,
Moody?
bro.
Are you offering Kaminga, Moody, and 3 firsts for Pascal?
They're not
Right.
No,
taking that.
I don't
What?
think they want.
Toronto would say
don't-
no.
I just don't think they
Yeah,
want to
they
They're
trade
not
him,
taking that though, Kevin.
bro. Yeah.
Here, so here's the problem too, Kevin. Like, if Siakam comes in, a big contract. So this is kind of how we need to think about it, right? Like a big contract has to go out. If Siakam is going to come, a 30-something million
That's
dollar
true.
contract has to go, right? So
That's a good point.
let me ask this, and it's real simple math at this point because if you think about it, we're in second apron territory, and it's gonna like going forward, they have to have some level of financial flexibility, right? Siakam comes and you trade all of that from him, you are giving him 45, $50 million a year, right? Now, I'm going to ask you this, Kevin. Do you think Siakam is worth 45, $50 million?
Uh, I don't know.
That's what I'm saying. Like, is Siakam going to outplay a Kevin Durant? Is he going to outplay like any one of those guys in the playoff series? That's what you have to ask yourself. If you're going to give away that much for him,
He'll be a second best player.
Here's the question. I think if Klay comes back and he has a good season, I think we win the title.
yeah.
Do we have more of a chance of winning the title if we ship out Klay, bring in Pascal, and have Pascal next to Draymond with Steph? I think that wins a title.
Hell no.
Kevin,
What about the shooting?
bro, I'm going to be dead honest with you, bro. Like, I don't think Siakam.
Is Siakam better than Klay?
Yes. He averaged 24.
It depends on what you're talking about, right? Like, if you're saying is Siakam the more versatile player, yeah, probably. But here's the thing about Klay Thompson. You trade away Klay Thompson. That motion stuff, bro, like the motion gravity stuff, it's not going to be there anymore. And then you have a front court with Draymond and Siakam. Like, defensively, they're going to be a nightmare, but then it's going to be one guy up there with Steph. Like,
Offensively, it's gonna be. It can be ugly. Real.
that's what I'm saying. So I'm not necessarily a fan of that. Like I don't know.
Yeah,
I
it's
don't
gonna.
know that you would trade Klay for that. Like,
Yeah, it's gonna end up like the one situation when Al Horford went to
yeah.
the Sixers with Embiid and that shit.
Yeah, you're
was
right,
not
bro.
bad.
Because like
Yeah,
you put Embiid and Horford, like, it would have worked if Horford were stretching the court. You know what I'm saying? But back
yeah,
he wasn't spacing the court like that. Horford just started to space the court like within the last 2 years.
yeah.
So so I think we need to think about that. Like there is a balance that needs to be struck. Like, and I don't think that you trade for Siakam and then like you trade him for Clay. I don't think that's a trade you make because then you get rid of the motion stuff, bro. And this team is good because of that. As
So,
much as people say like scrap the motion, like I don't want
but
Steph running.
can Pascal dribble, pass, shoot? Isn't that what we're looking for?
Yeah, but
Can he
Kevin,
shoot?
here's the thing though. He's not. Yeah, he's not like a dribble pass shoot player. Like he's
Can
not
he do
Kevin Durant.
it? Can he
Like
do
like
it? Can he
when people
can he do it?
say,
Yes, he can
hold
do it,
up,
but not at
when people
that
say
level.
dribble pass shoot, right? I am thinking about Kawhi Leonard. I'm thinking about Kevin Durant. When you say dribble pass shoot, those are the premier dribble pass shoot 6'8", 6'9" guys. You know what I'm saying? Like that's what you think about. Jason Tatum. I don't think Siakam is that. Let me give you an example of this, right? Like Siakam in the bubble, and I don't think he's even gotten that much better from then. You know what I'm saying? Like when they had Siakam being the guy, he would kill you with like the spin move. You know what I'm saying? Like the spin move was a thing that he always did, and he got like a lot of buckets from it, right? Once teams started to scout out the spin move, he couldn't do shit, bro. So if you can take away like your pet move, and then you don't have counters to that, then what? Then what else do you have? You know what I'm saying? Like with KD, bro. Like KD got counters, Kawhi got counters. Like all of these guys got counters. I don't know that I'm trading away a bunch of stuff. Yeah, he's versatile. He does the Draymond thing, but I don't want to trade for someone that like Klay. Say what you want about Klay, right? And I have I have many things about Klay, but hold on one second, y'all. Speak amongst yourselves. I'm gonna take a call.
I think that was the perfect trade that we needed if we would have got rid of Poole for Siakam and some picks or whatnot. You still need the shooting from Clay, in my opinion. Yep.
I mean, I see what Irk is saying, but I mean, I don't know. At this point, I know stuff has got to work in the motion and ball screens and all that, but I want the best 5 basketball players on the court. Like, you know what I'm saying? So if Pascal is a better basketball player, and I would trust Steph to figure it out with him in the Draymond thing. And it's not like Siakam can't space the floor. He's just not as great of a spacer as Klay is. I don't know. I think you try to get the best 5 basketball players available, and you put them on the court. And I think that wins the title. So it just depends, because if I think the Warriors can win a title with Klay this year, then maybe it's not smart. But if Pascal's the best is the better basketball player, I'd rather get the best basketball players on the court. That's just me.
Right.
That's why the whole KD thing after we won the title and he was going to come back, like it's say what you want about him, but you want the best basketball players available, and KD
Yeah,
is still a top 6'5" basketball player. Get the best basketball players on the court.
yeah. But like KD's like different from Pascal. Like for KD, like we know that it's gonna work, but I don't know if it's gonna work for Pascal. Like, is he a good enough shooter to like, you know, space the floor for everybody? Like, I don't want Steph to be playing like 3-on-5 or like 1-on-5. Like we already saw that in 2021. Like,
I think it could work. I mean, Pascal didn't shoot great last year, but at the same time, like I think, and everybody knows that your percentages go up with Steph. I don't know what he shot last year, maybe like 30%. I mean, we literally had a guy, Jordan Poole, shoot 32% from three last year. So, and I think Pascal is a much more efficient scorer within the twos than Jordan Poole ever was. So, take that for what you will. I mean, if Pascal was 53% from two, that's probably going to be 58% from two because he's going to be getting a lot of open looks. And then from three, if it's 30%, it's probably going to go to 35%. Well, that's better than what Jordan Poole shot last year. So, and you're getting defense on top of it. So, I think it would work.
What's up, Tomcat?
But I don't know.
Man, ain't shit to it, man. You off today or you at work? Oh, what time? What time you you're okay? I'm gonna swing by so we can get this paperwork done. Cause I ain't. Oh, you got a full schedule? Okay, that's a bet then. I'm gonna swing through there. All right.
I don't
What's
know.
up?
I don't know if Kuminga and Moody are better than Siakam. I mean, there's a comment where Kuminga and Moody are better than Siakam. I think their ceilings are better than Siakam, but right now, no. Siakam is the better basketball player. So, but as Zerk said, the money doesn't work. So, that trade that I said, just throw that out because the money doesn't work. It would have to be a Chris Paul, and they're not going to take Chris Paul. It'd have to be Klay Thompson. So, and I don't think the core is going to let that happen. But to me, it's just intriguing because like we've watched these guys for so long. It's kind of like I want to see something new because like we know this stuff can work, but it's like I don't know. It's again like getting the best basketball players on the court. So that's why I think getting OG last year was crucial to another title because he's one of the best defenders in the NBA, if not the best, and he can give you 12 to 16 points on insane efficiency. So I think that was a mistake. It's about getting the best basketball players available, and Pascal Siakam is one of the best stretch 4 to 5, bigs in the NBA. So I don't know.
Mike, you ready to cash in, Mike? Mike.
So here's the thing, right? So the lineup with Draymond and Kevon Looney was the best. The Steph, Clay, Wiggins, Draymond, Looney lineup was the best 5 in the NBA last year, and it wasn't even close. We'll take off Looney and put on Pascal Siakam with that offense that he brings. And not that Kevon Looney he's not a bad defender. He's a very good defender, but he's not like a top tier defensive big, right? I mean, he's very good. Don't get me wrong. He's very good, very reliable. Plays every game, rebounds, all that stuff. But that stuff, in the playoffs, it doesn't necessarily work as well. And I think a guy with Siakam gives you that extra little horsepower because you could have Siakam get in there and rebound. I mean, he's athletic as hell, right? So he could do the rebounding, he could do the offense, he can do the defense. So if our best starting five, again, this would be minus Klay, so it'd probably be Steph. It'd be Chris Paul, Steph, Wiggins, Draymond, and Siakam. Um, I think that's a pretty formidable starting five. But again, with the Chris Paul thing with Siakam, I don't know if that would work. So yeah, I mean, it's probably not the best thing to do would be to trade for him, but I don't know. I kind of want a new look. I mean, we've had the same core for going on 12 years now. So, what do you think, Jermaine?
Uh, I kind of look at it, man. He got his own role. In his role, we would need somebody to replace Clay's role. Like you lose a lot of shooting getting rid of Clay. Yeah, and we ride him pretty hard, about missing shots and whatnot. But I mean,
And here's the thing, though, right? LeBron
right?
just literally ran to Clay, saw Steph open, literally did a 90-degree right angle, ran over to Steph, and
I
Clay
remember
still missed the shot.
I remember that, man. I remember that.
So,
I remember
how
that.
much shooting are we actually going to miss? And I know Clay had his 300 threes or whatever, but like you saw the difference in the record that Jim Park did or whatever whoever did that. Like, there's a reason why the Warriors have a better record without Klay Thompson. Like, I'm sorry at this point. Um, and I love Klay Thompson. And a lot of people argue that Draymond was the second most valuable Warrior. I think Klay Thompson at one point was the second most valuable Warrior because he was giving you 20 and guarding the best offensive guard on the other team. So,
Right.
I mean, I love Klay, but at the same time, it's like,
I think your style gonna have to change though, unless you can get somebody in there. You don't want a specialist, just to take over for shooting. So I don't know, man. That's a hard get. The right play was Jordan Poole and Picks and Moody or whatever. Everybody except Kaminga and Clay. Take them two out. But the rest of them, the lower guys was the play for Siakam. They didn't bite on it, so it kind of stuck with what we got. Because I don't think they'd be willing to take on Clay either.
and you know what's crazy? Okay, this is the route that I would have gone. I, oh, okay. I would have picked Jordan Poole. And if Pascal Siakam was available and you had to offer Clay, bro, can you imagine a Steph Curry, Jordan Poole, Andrew Wiggins, Draymond Green, Pascal Siakam lineup? Oh my God! I mean, bro, this Jordan thing, man. I don't know.
Now that he would
Jermaine, let me ask you this question.
he would
Let
have
me
been
ask you this
involved in the
question.
trade. Go
Jermaine,
ahead.
let me ask you this question. Does a
Uh-huh.
does a Steph Curry, Jordan Poole, Andrew Wiggins, Draymond Green, Pascal Siakam with Kevon Looney, Kaminga, Moody coming off the bench with Sarge, does that win you a title?
I think you can. You
Okay.
need you need you got the potential. You need some guys to be better
And
than what
and
they
with
are.
with with Jordan Poole not having Clay breathe down his neck, how do you think that's gonna? How did he play when Klay Thompson was not available?
He played well, but this is the
Okay.
thing.
And how
This is
did
the
he
thing.
play? How did he play
Hold on, Mike.
when
It's a
Steph was
different
off the court?
it's a different variable to it because he got smacked in the fucking mouth by Draymond. So
Yeah,
it's different.
but that I think it was more competing with Clay for shots and minutes. I think that was probably the more and thinking that
Well,
he's better than. I mean,
well
it all goes into
they
it.
they kind of said it. The players said it like, yeah, it was either him or Dre. They picked Dre.
I know, but why was Jordan Poole sulking when he would go back to the bench? And why was I? It was because not because of the Draymond thing. It was because he was competing with Klay Thompson. and he thinks he's better than Klay Thompson, and he thinks he should have started over Klay Thompson. So that to me was why he was complaining about playing time. It wasn't because of the Draymond thing. I think the Jordan Poole thing with Draymond could have been resolved if Klay Thompson had not been there and Jordan Poole was starting. I think he cares more about starting than the Draymond thing.
And at the end of the day, selfish guy. Because the Warriors never had issues with playing as a unit, as a team. All of a sudden, Jordan Poole comes down, and you got competition within the basketball game, man. You can
So
see it.
Jermaine, let me ask you another question. How did Jordan Poole look when Klay Thompson was hurt? He looked good, right? Well, how did Jordan Poole look when Steph Curry was off the court against Denver? How does he look as a starter when he's a starter?
He plays well when he's
like
a
an all-star,
Yeah.
right? So, of course, you're never going to get rid of Steph, right? That's obvious. So, if you get rid of Klay and you had Jordan Poole as a starting two, all right, and you're getting a guy like Pascal in return, I'm just saying that is way more potent than what we have now. I'm just saying, like, it is. It's way more potent because you have two offensive creators and guys who can get a bucket at any time. Then you have three guys who play very, very good defense.
Who are
And
we
Wiggins,
talking about, Kev?
I'm just saying,
He
again,
talking.
this is the leaving titles on the table where I'm going. Because, again, I would have picked Jordan Poole over Klay. And this is completely hypothetical. If you could have kept Jordan and shipped out Klay and got Pascal in returns, Eric, let me ask you a question. Does a Steph, Jordan Poole, Wiggins, Draymond Green, Pascal Siakam, Kevon Looney, Moody, and Kuminga, and Saric, does that 9-man rotation win a title?
Say that again?
A Steph, Poole, Wiggins, Draymond, Siakam, Kevon Looney, Kuminga, Moody, and Saric. Does that 9-man rotation win a title?
Yeah. So
Okay.
the thing
Is that starting five better than a Steph? Is that better than the starting five we have now?
Honestly, bro, I think it's about the same.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay, why is that? Because this is a discussion then. Because I think we'd be a way more potent team with Jordan Poole starting at the 2 and a Pascal Siakam at the 5.
But can Siakam play the 5 though?
Yeah, of course.
All right, so we have Steph and Jordan, right? Steph and Jordan in the front court, correct?
Yeah, backcourt.
Sorry, in the backcourt. And then we have, what's the front court like? So Wiggins, Siakam, and Draymond.
Yep.
It does meet the criteria of the two, like the two shooters versus like I have a 2-to-3 ratio. You know what I'm saying? The shooting teams would probably sag. It probably wouldn't even be that much better, right? Like defensively, they would.
Eric. I don't know, man. Because think about how Jordan played when he didn't have somebody looking over his shoulder, and he could play free with Steph and Wiggins.
I'm gonna be honest with you about Jordan, Kev. What we saw last season, I think it would have happened. Well, the problem with him is that Steph wasn't on the court with him a lot, and he made a lot of mistakes. You know what I'm saying? So Jordan was good. I mean, but the regression was always going to come. You know what I'm saying? Like I think that's what people underestimate his regression. You know what I'm saying? I think he would have regressed because what he was doing in the playoffs, I was looking at it, bro, and it just wasn't sustainable. And yeah, I think he's going to get better. But Klay Thompson, bro, a lot of times, man, I just think we I go back and forth with him. You know what I'm saying? and the Klay Thompson thing, you know, I just have to see where Klay is at this season. But I get what you. Klay is still a better defender than Jordan, and I don't think Jordan will ever be a better defender than Klay ever. You know what I'm saying? So I think about stuff like that, and then the thing too, Kevin, is like that Steph Jordan backcourt. I don't know. Like even when Jordan was playing well, bro, like he wasn't finishing games a few times because he was kind of small out there. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know what it is like defensively. I think Jordan is more of what he was defensively and what his defensive ceiling is gonna be in terms of what he was in 21 or 22. You know what I'm saying? That's who he's gonna be as a defender. I don't think he's gonna get way better than that, right? But the thing about Klay is that Klay, that is just like a legs thing. You know what I'm saying? Like he just needs to get his legs. He's fundamentally a good defender. And the thing about Klay that I think a lot of times we discount is the stuff he does off ball. You know what I'm saying? Like the off ball stuff that he does, it is the foundation of this team. You know what I'm saying? So if I am to trade away Klay Thompson, that means I'm going to trade away somebody that is fundamental, right? Like it's fundamental. He's fundamental, and he's a fundamental reason for how we're going to play. You know what I'm saying? So that's if you're going to trade him away, Kev, I would say if Joel Embiid is on the table or if Giannis is on the table, then you make that. That's when you include Klay in there. But if it's for like somebody else that is not going to move the needle, you know what I'm saying? Needle movers to me are top 10 players, right? And if you're going to trade away Klay, it has to be someone that is drawing a legitimate double that you can legitimately build your offense around. Jordan Poole, you're not building a high-level championship offense around. Giannis, you would. Kevin Durant, you would. Like those guys, Kawhi Leonard, all of those guys, they're requiring legit doubles. I don't think anyone else is drawing a double. The thing with Klay is that you're not really drawing a double for him, but you can never leave him open. You know what I'm saying? Like, so that's my thing with it. It's not like I don't think the team that you mentioned couldn't win a championship. I think they could. I think a lot of combinations that you put around Steph can win a championship. But when we're talking about balance and all of this stuff, I just think Klay provides something that I think a lot of us don't see at times, you know? It's kind of like when KD was here and KD was getting all the credit and people weren't realizing like the defender was damn near hugging on Steph Curry on the weak side every time. You know what I'm saying? The weak side help defender would never help off Steph ever in a million years because Steph and Klay, they need like .3 to shoot the ball. You know what I'm saying? Like for other players, it's like 1 second damn near, right? So that .5 is like a big difference. So I mean, that's why I'm like always kind of reluctant with Klay. It has to be for somebody else. Like for Siakam and OG and all of that, I don't know that you uproot the roster for that. That's all I'm saying. I mean, I'm not against it. I think you can. I think Steph can still win, but how the NBA is played now, bro, like, you know, like spacing is a premium. You know, it's definitely a premium.
Well, for sure, and that's why I brought up in this scenario that if we did do I'm just saying hypothetically, if we did do the Klay for Pascal, then you're inserting Chris Paul into the starting lineup. Whereas if you kept Jordan Poole, then the Chris Paul trade would have never happened. You insert Jordan Poole at the 2 and Pascal at the 5. So like
This
I
is the
don't.
thing. So let me ask you this: why do you think the Chris Paul trade happened?
I think they needed to salary dump the Jordan Poole thing. I mean that's what it was for, is salary dump.
Yeah. So Jordan Poole's contract. I'm gonna be dead honest with you, bro. There were like a few interested teams. Indiana was one of the interested teams, right? What on Indiana would you want? What does Indiana have that we want? That would be fair value for Jordan Poole. Miles Turner. Miles
Yeah.
Turner from Jordan Poole. Now, why would Indiana trade Miles Turner for Jordan Poole when they
Already
had
have
like three
Halliburton.
guards, right?
Yeah.
Like they got Halliburton in there and all of that. Like, you know what I'm saying? They were looking to like offload some of the other guards. They were looking guard for guard basically. There's no guard on there outside of Halliburton that I would want. You know what I'm saying? So they were looking for something like that. Um, you know, they called Toronto. There's like a few of the teams that they called to, and they called Washington, right? Washington was really interested in Jordan Poole, but they're interested in Jordan Poole in terms of like a rebuild type of situation. You know what I'm saying? Younger player. Let's see what happens with him. He has potential. That's how they were looking at it. But, you know, I don't think the Warriors necessarily wanted to take back Porzingis. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't think they're a big believer in Porzingis like that. So they had Chris Paul. Chris Paul is on an expiring contract. And I think they're just going to, you know, they're
Ride it
just going
out
to go
like
that
that.
route because that salary slot that Jordan and Chris Poole and Chris Paul has, uh, I don't think they can maintain that salary spot going forward anymore. You know what I'm saying? I think with the second apron and all of that, I don't think they can maintain that slot anymore. You know, you can't have five of those slots. I just think you just have to go forward with four of them, and then you draft, and then you just hope for the best. You know what I'm saying? I don't think that $30 million salary slot is going to be a thing anymore. We broke the mold with four of those slots. I don't think we can have five dudes getting paid like that. Four of
Well,
them is
let's see,
stretching it.
but let's see what the gray area gonna be with the new CBA. Or I mean, whoever break the code on that motherfucker, it's gonna happen.
Yeah, but I've been trying to think about what is the code with that. Like the only code that I see, Jermaine, is like you get an undervalued player, right? Like I think that's what it's going to come down to. You know, what's the Suns? Bro, the Suns are going to be so deep into the luxury tax and all of that. Like, they're just going for it, and they're like, if we just need to trade away someone, we'll trade away someone at that point. That's crazy, bro. Like that's a lot of money committed to four dudes, you know?
Right.
So I'm telling you, bro, like if Phoenix don't win next year, you're gonna see them start making trades. You know? Like I don't think it's gonna be sustainable going forward.
Is KD going to be made available? Because if you're president of 35 Ventures, I'm vice president because I fucking love KD. So I would love to have him back.
I don't know. I mean, I'd love to have KD back too, but I don't think he's ever coming back. I know people laugh at this concept and it sounds stupid, but yeah, we bullied him way too much. And then what happened last year, when I was trying to like arrange that thing, and I was literally looking at his fucking burner in the fucking spaces when people were saying that shit, like, so it was partially my fault, right? And the gym park ranting and all of that stuff, bro. Like, yeah, it got to him, bro. It got to him. Like, I don't think he's ever coming back. Yeah, so the Mets fan,
It's a shame.
once the season starts back, bro, I will always do pre-game spaces and I will always do post-game spaces. That's not going to change. You know what I'm saying? The playbacks and all of that, this is just like a summer thing, like, because there's just no content going on right now. So, I'd rather just come on here and do this. But, it's, or if there's going to be a pregame, maybe sometimes I'll do like a pregame spaces on playback or something like that. You know what I'm saying? But it's always going to be, it's mostly probably going to be on Twitter. So pre and posts are going to happen on Twitter. Andre is probably going to do like the live watches, and then I'll just do whatever around that, or maybe one time or a few times we'll just use my channel as
Live
to
wire.
do the live watch. But I'm not like a live watch person necessarily. So I'm more about discussing about what happened during the game and doing like a prospective or a retrospective thing, you know. So the live watches I can't handle sometimes, you know. But I think we just got to survive the summer, bro, because it is absolutely dead, dog. Like, um, last night I seen like a few accounts got the USA game, and you know, like everybody was doing that shit last night, but you know, doesn't really matter. End of the day, you know, really don't think it matters.
Need kind of need a major move to happen. You know, get the fans back into it, get everybody back going. Need some moves to happen. Dame need to go somewhere. You know,
Somebody asked me to fix the Discord. North is the one that fixed that up, you know. Let me throw that at him because he's the one that kind of fixed that one up. North is my guy, bro. I love North. Yeah, but the some hey, you know, like back in the day, like I don't know, like 6 years ago, 4 years ago, when spaces didn't exist, I used to like I used to just starve for content. You know what I'm saying? Like there was just no warrior content like right around now. You know what I'm saying? And it got to the point where I'm like, fuck it, I'll just create my own content, you know, and just talk about whatever. Because there's a lot of shit that you can talk about, you know, like there's tons that we can talk about. We can sit here and fucking talk basketball, you know. Yeah, bro, it's like YouTube or nothing. Like we can come in here and just talk amongst ourselves, you know. We don't need no podcaster to create some bullshit topic. We can fucking talk hoops all the time. Why do I feel like this trade is about to happen, bro? Like there's too much noise right now.
smoke there's fire.
The Dame Lillard thing, Snake, that they're like in a holding pattern, you know? They're definitely in like a holding pattern right now.
All right.
Yeah, I don't think anyone is making no moves or doing this or doing that, you know? Yeah, like it is a long time, but yo, I just don't think I just don't think anyone is going anywhere. I really, really don't think so. Dame gonna go to the Sixers for. Does he even want to be a Sixer?
Nah,
You know,
he going to Miami.
I'm gonna be honest with you. Dame does not want to go to a place where he's like the number two guy. That's the main. That is the main reason he wants to be the main guy on the team. If he goes to Miami, he's probably the main guy, and that's why
I'm,
he'll never win a fucking
I'm,
championship. That's why he'll never fucking win a championship because that, bro. Like I'm telling you, that's the mindset that he has. You know, that's the mentality that he has. Yeah, his bags are packed. CP3 number one fan, brand new, brand new in here. Welcome, welcome, number one CP3 fan. We're all a family now, brother. And people have it twisted, right? Like people just think that oh, Dame never had this team, never had that, and blah 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 blah. Nah, bro, not trying to hear that. Because here's why I'm not trying to hear that. Because in we saw what happened to the Warriors in 2021. Portland had a better record than us. They were probably a better team than us. And then look what happened in 2022. They got back some dudes, right? And Klay Thompson wasn't even there yet. Like they pretty much took the same thing, and they pretty much took the same thing, and they went to the finals. I didn't get any money from Twitter. I'm shadow banned, bro. Like I don't even tweet that much. I just tweet the link out and all of that stuff. And I tweet once in a while. I don't tweet as much as other people because there's no point. Like no one is going to see my tweets anyway. So I'm shadow banned. So I would put up like the fucking spaces. No one would know that the spaces is up. So I don't really engage like that on Twitter because there's no point. They zap me, so I wouldn't get any kind of compensation.
And
My thing has been zapped for a
you had a
while.
couple you had some tweets go viral.
Said something. North. Somebody said that they couldn't post gifs and stuff on the Discord. Something happened with the Discord. North, what's going on, brother? I haven't talked to you in a minute.
What's going on, Art?
Bro, I haven't. No,
What's
like
up?
What's going on,
somebody
Jermaine?
just threw something in about the Discord. Yeah,
No,
he
you
said
can
they
post.
can't post.
You can post gifts in there. I don't know what they're talking about. You can't post them in ones you're not supposed to though.
Oh, okay.
You can post it in the welcome. You can post it in the general.
Yeah. How you been, North? Sound like you're working away, brother.
Oh yeah, no. I'm. You know me. I'll just be doing my normal stuff, studying and working at the same time.
Yeah. Nah, bro.
What's up, big homie?
What's going on, Jermaine? How you doing, man?
Man, I'm doing well, brother. How about yourself, man?
I'm doing good, man. Can't complain. Well, I mean, I can complain, but I'm not.
Uh, yeah, we thankful, grateful.
Yeah, not definitely.
Yeah. Waiting on some moves, man. That's what we waiting on.
Which channel couldn't they post into?
I'm
Post
curious.
gifts
Yeah.
into?
So hold up. Russell Wilson has 2 with Sierra already, or are they
He
counting?
he he needs to get off that woman. Get off of her.
Snake is asking why. Future
They
about to
bet.
drop album of the
He
Yeah,
year.
better.
they got like 4 together now.
Oh, they got
He,
4 together. Okay, all right.
he better worry about his fucking career. Played like a fucking bum last year. Shit,
Yeah.
better get his
It's
shit
okay.
together.
He got 250 million guaranteed, and he going to the Hall, so he good.
Is
Nah,
that how
North.
you got
Hey, hey,
guaranteed,
hey,
bro?
North. Hey, North. Hey, North. That whole
Yeah.
contract wasn't guaranteed.
No, 250 million was.
Nah,
No, trust me. I looked at it. Trust me, because I had a tear in my eye when I seen it.
He's a Broncos fan, by the way.
I'm a Broncos fan, so trust me,
Okay.
I had a tear in my eye.
Oh,
Let's
shit.
ride.
Let's ride.
I would have took Baker Mayfield, man.
Oh
Oh,
shit.
yeah. That 245 gonna hold y'all. That's one of them. It's like this here. Just think about it, North. Would you rather have right now,
Yes,
with
yes,
everything
yes,
as is? Would
yes,
you rather have D. Watson
yes,
or
yes.
fucking Russell Wilson?
I'll take Baker Mayfield, and I'll be content.
No, you
What?
won't. Nope.
You
I'll
want
take
you?
Jimmy G, and I'll be content. I'll
Oh,
take Derek
yeah,
Carr, and I'll be content.
yeah. Cause
Yo, North.
Yo,
damn.
North, I'm going. I think I might go to the first preseason game in October. You should come through, bro.
you said when you won?
The first preseason game. I think it's like that weekend. I think it's like the 7th or something like that.
Oh yeah. Just let me know. I'll be there.
Yeah.
Where's it gonna be at?
At Chase.
Oh hell yeah, I'll be there.
Yeah.
We was gonna shit. Me, you, and L. Dot was gonna. Where was we gonna go? We was gonna go somewhere, but the Warriors didn't end up advancing. I think.
Yeah. And that the playoff game, like the game 3 of the King series, we were supposed to link up, bro. Yo, I don't know what happened after the game, dog. I got ridiculously sick. Like at first I thought it was COVID and I got tested and all of that, and it wasn't COVID, but man, I got so sick. Mad, what's going on?
What's going on, gentlemen?
Um, you're on the Android app or what?
I can't find an Android app. That's what I've been trying to tell you.
Oh shit. Yo, somebody link Mad with the Android app. Or there's some place that you get it. I don't know where it is exactly, but
If
there's
it's
like a link that you use.
okay, okay.
It's not explicitly on the App Store because it's in beta right now, so you know.
Well, I'm gonna say one thing too, man. They better not accept a bag of cookies for Pascal, bro. I'm gonna be hot.
Yeah, bro. Like no, but what I'm saying is like that's what the market is going to be, and I don't think like if they want to have like a reasonable season, I don't think he can be on the team.
Hmm.
You know what I'm saying? I don't think they can just go forward like that. Like, don't think it's possible or plausible. I mean, DeAndre Hunter, AJ Griffin, draft compensation. Jesus Christ. That is that's an interesting haul though. That is an interesting haul for Siakam. Like, I don't know. We'll see though. Are people doing spaces like that anymore or not really? I haven't seen like a ton of spaces or anyone doing a ton of spaces these days.
No, the wave has passed, man. The baiting, Steph baiting, all that stuff. It's long gone.
Steph Curry's a trash player, and then a bunch of people would hop in like,
I saw Swiper doing that after they had won the NBA championship, and I was like, yeah, Spaces is cooked. He had
yeah,
like 30 people in there,
yeah. If
and
I
you don't
start a
even see the.
space, I mean, it's honest conversation, but I mean, outside of that, like, you know, that's hilarious, but Swiper trying to get some bait. Just go in there and have honest conversation, bro. Steph Curry trash. Ugh. Ah, man. Urkel Big Booty Stan, you got that right.
Yeah, I think Tory Lanez is gonna be processed today.
Free Big Tory.
Yep, free Tory. All right, y'all. I'm gonna get the fuck up out of here and start work. So I will catch up with y'all later. I think Dre's gonna do a playback tonight. He's gonna do another player profile. So I might hop back on after he does his.
All right,
But
you let me
everyone
know.
have a good day. All right, North.
All right, man. I'll talk to you later.
All right.